Good morning. It is Monday the 8th of May. And I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but it's raining outside. Just, sort of a drizzle. There's a little wood pigeon there. Soaking wet. Just taking shelter under the bush. How cute is it? Oh, poor little thing. Well, good morning. Brought it by her usual spot in the Arga with Barney and Maxine. Right, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Monday the 8th of May. Here in the UK. Let's just stop. Let's rewind. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Stitches and Jacks. My name is Karen. I live in the northwest of England and I'm in the second week of May vlogs. So for the new subscribers that have joined, welcome. Come on in. Come and join us and come and hang out here. And thank you very much for subscribing. For people that are old subscribers, that sounds awful, doesn't it? They're already at the party. Welcome. I explained when I first started the May vlogs that it was going to be heavy craft content, which I do tend to do when I do the vlogs. I don't tend to do my housework and that kind of stuff. I'm bored of it, so I don't know whether you'd be bored of it. There's only so many ways you can wash a floor. In the middle of making my granddaughter's quilt. She's one tomorrow, officially. So I've started quilting it horizontally. Very simply. Got my big machine down, the big guns, put my thread on, my walking foot, everything was prepped. Then I put my test piece in. Oh boy, it didn't like the thread. That's the only thing with your machine. Sometimes I have the same make machines, but different. I've got a machine that I take to quilt classes. I've got an upgrade from there. And then I've got my big all fancy dancing machine. Yeah, didn't like that. It was breaking. So I'm back to the old Warhorse, the trusty one. So, and no walking foot with that machine. So it's just a flat foot. And I'm just quilting carefully. And I will say, not all my stitches are completely even. But that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? So, and I'm reluctant as a crafter to make a written list. I have kind of a list up here that I'd like to do this. But I'm thinking about planning to do some smaller projects over the summer, and just with the fiasco that I've had with machines, I'm thinking that perhaps I need to put some time aside to go through my machines and just practice with them, because when you tend to use one then you forget the other. So I'm wondering whether I sort of take that and do that. I also think I'm not 100% sure that I had the right walking foot. I gave one to a friend because I'd bought an upgrade machine and I thought it was fine. I didn't realise there were high shank and low shank, and I've moved away. Well, 2 rulers, quilting with rulers. I'm very novice, but also the high shank, the big machine that I've got, it's not great for ruler work. So now I'm thinking about maybe I can do a part exchange or something. I don't know. Digressing. So I'll just show you what I've done. Okay. So you can see now, I don't know whether you can see actually, the horizontal stitches. Yeah, you can see them, can't you? Going along here. Horizontal stitches going along here. Yeah. Right to the top. So now I'm just trying to work out where to start. So I think I'm going to come down the middle and come down either side, I think. And then maybe I'm thinking do the same here. and over the other side I've got my pins out. Yeah, I've got my pins out. They're in the wrong box. These are, they're quilting pins. And what I tend to do is I'll stick a pin like at the top so that I'll know which way that I've got to quilt. So I think I'll just do it on those 3. And then that's that. The backing that I cut out last night, that was having such a dilemma. I'm really happy with it. Really, really happy with it. And when I was working on a quilt, I've just seen that, or taken more notice that I've got flowers here and here. And this is the batik I've really fallen in love with. So I think, it's a nice compliment what's on the back. Oh, that's a really funny angle. I really need to find my proper selfie stick. I don't know if I'm going to get much more done because Mr. Jacks has just informed me. I think it's 3:15. I just broke for a cup of tea. Sometimes it's best to walk away from your work. Do you find that? And, take a breather, then come back and you can reassess it. And Mr. Jacks has just informed me that we're having our dinner in about 20 minutes. We're having a roast dinner. Oh, so that might be good to come away from it completely. Did you have a good evening last night? Did you watch the concert? We did, and we thought all the the graphics, the lights, all the what they called where they make the pictures in the sky. I thought they were really lovely and really topical, and they just showed the King's interest. Oh my word, that's such a bad thing. Let me just. Oh, is that better? Just put this needle away before I forget. All the light, the drones. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. Oh my word! I really like the rabbit. That was really lovely. I think my favourite was the whale. I really, really like the whale. Yes. The performers. I thought they were lovely. I loved all their costumes, their dress. I think I would have liked it to have been a bit louder. I liked, seeing the royal family in the box. So it's pretty good. I was just thinking, we've been a bit spoilt here because it started, I think, in 2011 when the Prince and Princess of Wales got married, and there was huge celebrations. Then we had 2012, we hosted the Olympics, and that was amazing. So they've got to get better and better. And then we had the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, and then we had the Queen's 90th birthday, and again concerts again, and then we had her Platinum Jubilee, which she was quite amused at that they just made. She said they just made that up because nobody else had lived as long as she had, and that was fantastic. It made me think that I did do June vlogs last year, so if you want to go and see what we got up to, go and have a look. And it was over the whole weekend, and we were all together as a family, and I think it was the same for many people, that we were together for the first time and we could just party. So last night was good. It was good, and I think there were some very good elements in there. The sound was probably an issue for me. It's hard not to read the papers or have a look online and see all the negative comments, and sort of join in. I do try to avoid that, but yes, we were pleased. It was just us two. What was I doing? I was crocheting, so I finished the blanket. I finished that this morning. I've just got to sew the ends in, so I think tonight's going to be a lot of sewing stuff on and sewing stuff up. So I'd like to imagine that tomorrow I'm going to be just sewing the binding on or watching podcasts. That would be lovely. So any good podcast recommendations, let me know down below. Right, I'm going because I would like to at least get a couple of lines on there. I'll speak to you later. Oh. The end is in sight. The end is in sight. Oh, excuse me. Finished quilting the quilt. I just have to trim it up and at my binding, and I'm tired now. Run out of steam. I tend to make my own binding, and I use it out of the scraps that are left. So these are, I've cut them. They're 5 inches long. Yeah, 5 inches long by 2.5 inches wide. So that's all 9. Sorry, that's all 9 of the fabrics that are in the quilt. And then what I'll do is I'll press my seams open, which is that, and then fold it over, fold it in half, and then I'll attach that to the quilt, and then yeah, that's right, and then hand sew it on. So I'm aiming to do that tomorrow. The blanket is finished, the border is on. Oh look. So I went for the shells. That was what was in the coronation blanket. You see? I should go like that. Ta-da. Will I get a nice thumbnail? Should I take my glasses off? Oh, I don't know if that's better or not. There. Hopefully they'll keep that. So that, I am chuffed. I'm chuffed this is finished. And this will be finished tomorrow. All those colours, yeah, just go perfect with it. And I've included the fairy. Yay. The only thing that I haven't finished, and I won't finish, is a label to go on the back. But I'll take my time with that. And I'll add that on at a later date. I'll have gifted it to her on her birthday, so I can put that on. So then the next thing I want to, because I'm so excited, myself, Jeanette from Crafty Clegs Creations, and Alex from My Yarny Corner got together, and over a conversation, we came up with an idea to raise some money for Ukraine. England, Great Britain, United Kingdom are hosting Eurovision this year on behalf of Ukraine. So through the three of us, we sort of donated, and Alex and Jeanette made. Alex dyed the yarn, which is this. Look at this. Oh my word, it is so gorgeous. I've been so tempted to cast it on, but I've been so good. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then Jeanette, I donated the fabric. I just had what I thought was the perfect fabric in moustache. The national flower for Ukraine is a sunflower. So Jeanette and Alex both gave up their work time to create these, which was really lovely. And then Jeanette's husband, Tim, who's he's just such a kind man. He came up with this idea, and he grew these sunflowers. He did all the promotional stuff, made us little discs as well. So between the three of us, we're not a big company, so we managed to make 12 sets. And so thank you very much for those that were able to buy those and actually paid a bit extra or made a donation. So thank you. So tomorrow will be Tuesday the 9th of, I was going to say January there, 12th, the 9th of May, and we are going to cast on our socks. And the only stipulation, or two stipulations, is you either buy Ukrainian pattern, buy pattern from a Ukrainian designer to hopefully help them and promote their business, or you knit a pair of socks, and they can be long socks, shorty socks, whatever, ankle socks, and they've got to have yellow and blue in them somewhere. Now the hashtag, I'll have to put it under here. It's UA. I didn't realise you couldn't have the squiggle for and. You've got to have and GB Eurovision Sal Sokolong SAL. So I'll put this on the video, and it'll be really interesting to see what socks. Start them on the 9th, and the closing date is the 31st. If you don't finish them, you don't finish them, but just send a picture to Instagram, and then Alex is going to try and do like a big collage of all the socks. So that's going to be really good. So I've picked my pattern. This is the one that I've got, and I'm going to have a go at those. And it's by this designer here. So I'm looking forward to casting those on. So I'm just going to get those wound up. Well, I'm going to say goodnight because I'm so tired. I'm sure you sort of had enough of my face and moaning about my quilt. No, I haven't been moaning. I've just been talking about it. I just wish it was done. Right, night, my lovelies.